Hello my lovelies, Robbie here from Kickback Garage. Today is 16th of May, and if you follow the channel you would see that last year we were hundreds of two-stroke enthusiasts who meet up because tomorrow, 17th of May, is our national day here in Norway, and this little village has got the world's largest tempo club. Tempo is a Norwegian produced, they're a bit noisy, Norwegian produced motorcycle, moped, two strokes obviously from the 60s and 70s, and today we have a massive gathering and the sun is out. It is 20 degrees, so I reckon it's going to be quite the turnout. There are some rumours going around that our end destination is going to be a dyno, so the lucky winners of that will be able to try their luck in a dyno. I'm hoping to get my sledgehammer on there. That'd be so cool. So why don't we have a look at what's turned up. Woohoo! Right, we've been told to start our engines. This is going to get smoky. They think it's a record this year. Last year there was 600. So we'll see when we get to town. Maybe 700 this year. This is pretty amazing. Such a little place. My village only got 11,000 inhabitants. First kick, love that, don't we? Oh, come on. I think I'm going to hang back a little bit just to see. That was a lovely looking Benelli 125 2-cylinder. Going to see if I can catch that in town and talk to the owner. But most of these got the MT5s. That was all the rage when I was a kid. But these Tempos, they were produced by Øgland in Sandnes in Norway for a long time. I think they went bankrupt in the 90s, I think, or 80s. Really popular, and quite expensive to buy actually. Right, let's join the madness. This is a test of the clutch. I remember once I had a TS1 with what do we have? Stronger springs. I think I had a PX spring in the middle as well. 4-plate. And I burnt the clutch out on that trip to town, which is a whole 20 kilometers. Whoop whoop! What's on fire? It's not us, it's an electric scooter that... Oh fuck! Oh, that stinks. It was a Kawasaki, an old one, completely burnt out. Jesus, that was drama. It's normally chaos here. It's a steep hill. Come on, lad, you can do it.
Vi har sett den før, tror jeg. Er det Mike Colette da? Nei, det er jo en venner. Det er en venner.
Bør egentlig være rundt 80 før han begynner å dra på, men jeg tror du må dra den gjennom gir.
Da snakker du temperatur, ja?
Ja.
Hvor mange gir er det her?
5.
172 på fart
Ja.
og 28 hester.
Right, today is Saturday, the 17th of May. In Norway, we have already had breakfast. We've had the old dress suit and bunad on us, and I was allowed to drop the parade that's in the town so they can look at my scooter because I couldn't get to sleep last night. One thing though, when I was on my way, my beautiful wife, she come and picked me up last night, in the crack of night, the middle of the night, and the dyno guys found this. Do you know what that is? It is the flywheel bolt. So basically, the flywheel bolt has loosened, come completely off. Vibrations on the flywheel probably snapped or sheared the woodruff key. So hopefully, if I'm really lucky, it's just a case of taking off the footboard. Have a look at what that fan looks like, because we were doing 172 kilometers an hour when that said bang. Hopefully, it's just yeah. Let's get this thing open, because the anticipation is killing me. This could be really expensive or absolutely free. As per usual, SLUK clips, absolutely genius, easy to get to. On the left hand side, you have to loosen a few more screws than normal. Oi. I can see there's a lot of dust in that flywheel. Maybe it's been scraping. It's rocking back and forth there. Maybe it's scraping on the flywheel cover. Why is that not loosening? Oh, don't say it. I don't want to break that footboard strip. I'm tightening it. Don't tighten them. That's not a good idea. Let's get this flipping thing open.
Right, moment of truth. That's actually not too bad. Obviously, the fins have gone into the metal here, but it's not. It was luckily just at the end of the dyno room. I'm hoping, I really am hoping. My fins have got a bit of damage on the end there, but nothing too bad. I'm just hoping that the taper on the crankshaft is okay and that my starter is still intact. Please. I actually haven't got a flywheel washer, another one, so I'll have to save that. Oh, thank fuck for that. No damage. There you go. That's what I said. Flywheel sheared. You can see the where the crank taper has where it's been wobbling around on the crank. Now, one thing I want to say, I've been told not to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have talked to, after I put the shorts video of this on YouTube, I got contacted by 5 or 6 different people, all saying that they had lost vape flywheels. A couple of the dyno guys actually said that they reckon that the taper is slightly out of whack, it's slightly wrong, which is very disappointing if that is true. But what people suggest, everyone, and I'm going to do that. I always do it on a Vespa. I've never done it on a Lambretta. I never had the need to, but I'm definitely going to do this. And my advice is this too. If you have a vape flywheel on a very powerful engine that would say something like this, then lap it. I'll show you how to lap it in a second. I just have to remove the remains of this flywheel, this key. Luckily it was quite a clean break. I've got a tiny little bit of elongation right at the end of the crankshaft there. So it's, but I think the flywheel have taken the brunt of it. Most of the brunt. Hopefully I'll be able to tap this out as well. Yeah, that just slides straight out actually. It actually looks like the on the taper that there's a small section here in the middle that the crankshaft actually hasn't been touching. It's hard to see. You can see this is sort of deformed, and this has got marks from where it's been sat. That looks like completely newly machined. The bit in the middle, it's not actually not. It seems to me that it's the wrong taper, as some of the people who contact me suggest. That's not good. So what I'm going to do now to ensure that this thing doesn't come loose again is lap it. What you need to lap a flywheel is valve paste. I got this one. This is like a coarse one and then a fine one. And because I've got such a shitty thing going on at around the woodruff key area here, I'm going to actually do both. I'm going to use the grind it first with the coarse. So what you do, give it a good finger, cover the whole area. Like so. Ideally, you should remove your starter, but I can't be asked. It might mean that I have to take off the stator afterwards to clean it up, but we'll see. We'll see. There you go. The nice thing about having the stator there is that it actually does pull the flywheel on there, and then it's just a case of grinding your flywheel for a few minutes so that the flywheel and the crankshaft take a bit of shape and form to each other. Because contrary to what a lot of people think, it's not the woodruff key. The woodruff key is just an alignment key. It's not for keeping it in place. It's the cone that holds the flywheel. I'm really happy to say, just with the coarse valve paste, it's really cleaned up that nicely. So now I'm going to go over to this fine grinding paste and give it a give it a twirl with that one as well. You can actually see now that there is nowhere that the cone doesn't contact, except for, you can actually see it right at the very end of the cone there, but that is probably because it wasn't completely pressed on when because obviously you can't press it all the way on when you grind it, but hopefully this should grip it a lot better than when it came from the factory. I think that's pretty poor going, to be honest. The worrying thing now is because this came off, luckily it came off right at the end. If you go back and watch that video, or this video, you will see right at the end, it was like it like finished the dyno run really when this came off. So hopefully, because what can happen at a really bad case scenario is that it's firing off at the wrong point and it can hole your piston, but I don't think so because it was so loose. It wasn't firing at all. Completely run out of revs. So I'm going to clean this up properly with some brake cleaner and torque this down to, I think, I haven't looked at stickies, but I was on the interwebs just to check that my facts were right, but I'm pretty sure that is 50 Newton on a normal standard engine and 55 recommended on the tuned engine. Right, moment of truth. I try not to get too excited until something happens here, but I'm going to wheel it out and see if it'll fire up. I don't know if there's something wrong with the cylinder, the head or anything, so I've fixed the only thing that I know is that I have actually fixed the flywheel. That's it. Come on. I tell you, if this starts, it's going to be a massive relief. There's still some compression. Oh. Praise the Lord. I am not religious. I'm very happy. Oh, I am so pleased. I am just so pleased. It just goes to show the robustness of the, is that a word? How robust and well built these Casa engines are, to be honest. Because if you look at the dyno chart, I'll stick it up. Have a look at this. Put it in one of the corners or something. But look at the dyno chart there. If you look right past the 152 kilometers an hour mark, you can see all those like hoppity hop jumping points there. And that is when the flywheel had loosened. If I was really unlucky, you know, the firing point is the wrong place. You can pop a hole in a piston so quickly. But luckily, if you watch the video again, you will see that it was actually cooling down when it actually loosened completely. And yeah, anyway, just a bit of luck, some really good, well thought out products there from Casa Performance. The thing is, almost all my content has been this year is based on
the sledgehammer, and the next one is obviously the proper ride review thoughts that I've got on it, and the trip to Trondheim, which is 2,000 kilometers there and back. And I'd be actually fucked actually if this thing went tits up. But yeah, I'm just so pleased, and thanks for following. Don't forget, if you like this kind of stuff, I hate it. Oh, that was horrible. But anyway, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. You're not allowed to watch without subscribing. I will see you all in the next one. And now I will sleep well tonight. I might even, if I could afford one, I'd go grab myself a whiskey, because it's been a nightmare. Seriously, that was just horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Anyway, I love you, leader, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!